Hello YouTube. So yeah, this is going to be an update on, well, the long-term project that is my next world record nether tree farm. So the goal is to make the fastest nether tree farm for a single core, and I kind of have to do it before Collier posts his video. This one, this project. Yeah, so I got time, obviously. But so yeah, here's the idea. So first of all, I needed to perfect a 5x5 core because, well, 5x5 is going to be the maximum size that is allowed for a world record of that kind, I guess. I'm probably going to make a version where I bone meal the center first, and maybe only the center or something, and then I have a version where I do whatever the fuck I want. But if I want to claim world record for a single core, I guess it would be fair that I only use like one dispenser in the center to bone meal the whole area. Otherwise, well, what does it really mean to only be a single core, right? Because I could make this like a 6 or 7 blocks long instead of a 5x5, and as long as it's one chamber like that, it would be called a single core. Like it's not really fair, I guess. So I guess it would be fair if I only bone meal from the center, and the maximum area is a 5x5, because that's the maximum area that a dispenser is going to fill with vegetation and therefore fungi. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how it goes when we get there. So basically, this is the core that I used in the upgraded pillar-based nether tree farm video. At this point, it's pretty well optimized. I don't think there's any kind of room for improvements on this one. I guess there is still stuff that I would want to improve, but I don't really see this being possible for the moment. I would like, for example, to be able to swap the Nylium type, or maybe operate this in random tick range. But operate this in random tick range is like impossible. There's no fucking way. It's a 5x5. How am I supposed to bone meal every single bit of Nylium over there? Especially when you consider that I have to slide these observers under there and collect some some vegetation with these minecarts, or otherwise there's a shit ton of vegetation over here that just gets wasted. Yeah. So, like I said, it's pretty well optimized at this point. Like the dispensers fire 100% of the time. It's loaded with 0 tick. I collect a bunch of vegetation as well. There's the TNT over here that explodes the stems, and it's lossless. The collection of that is lossless, so that's perfect. And it's only a 3 blocks high as well above the Nylium. So 1, 2, and this is 3. And most importantly, this layer over here is gonna be, I'm gonna need it to be flat. What I mean by that is that I need to put rails on top, because, well, this is a game changer. I need to use cart heating to collect the blocks that are going to be blown up. So let me just find the switch for this. So this is basically how would I call that? It's just a test for the world record. It's an old design that I made a little while ago. What? It's not working right now. For some reason there's no bone meal in there. Is it working? What the fuck? It's not bone milling anything. Maybe I made a separate switch for that. Like I said, I haven't loaded this thing in a while. So... I mean, that's supposed to be the switch over there. Okay, let's just ignore that. So we can turn off the farm then, because it's not doing anything. And let's see where I put the card eating system. Okay, right over here. What? Oh, I think I understand what went wrong. I probably made the schematic in yeah, I made the schematic on a server, so I didn't have the inventory saved. Whoops. Okay, so that'll do for now. So basically, we need to send minecarts like this that are going to collect the items. After that, the trees are blown up by these Black 36 TNT modules over there. Which brings me to the Black 36 TNT modules. So in the months following the upgraded, how did I call it? No, it's not upgraded. It's Black 36. Fuck. I don't remember how I called the farm. 17k. 17. This farm. So following the months that I posted this tree farm, I've been struggling to make these modules faster. So basically, I had to figure out why I was having a specific issue, and that issue was that I had some pistons of the block conveyors break. So the other side, okay. Is it? It's not even. Where is it? Okay, it's over there. So this is the block conveyor, right? So I would have issues where this bottom piston would sometimes blow up when the bridge gets jammed, and basically there's no way to prevent the bridges from jamming. So I kind of have to make it so that the bridge can jam. Like if it jams like this, for example, it needs to be able to jam and still run in here. And even though the TNT is going to explode in this block over here, everything needs to stay shielded from that TNT, which is a decent challenge in and of itself. But if the TNT exploded at the wrong moment and at the wrong distance from these pistons, well, this bottom piston would get blown up by the TNT. And I've been trying to figure out why for months before I figured out that it's just some tile entity priority. So basically, let's say you make a small circuit like this, right? Now there's going to be a piston that needs to fire first, and this piston is always going to fire first. because I don't know why. But this piston always fires first if this repeater is set on 3 ticks and the other ones are set on 1 or 2 ticks. And basically, it just so happened that with the earlier designs of Black 360 NT modules that I made, I was always using a 3 game tick, not 3 game tick, a 3 redstone tick pulse to, it's right over here, to send a pulse to the block conveyor. And because I sent a 3 game tick pulse there, and I sent a 1 or 2 I said game tick, didn't I? I meant redstone tick. And yeah, the other set of observers had a repeater set on 1 or 2 redstone tick. And that's why this was reliable, but my other attempts were not. So this, for example, is not reliable because I don't know. Because of the thing that I just explained, it wasn't reliable. So I've been struggling with that for months, but eventually I figured it out, and I've made this design. And this is super strange, but I've tried working with that tile entity priority, and somehow in this design I was able to make the block conveyor go in priority before the firing over here on top. And like that stuff all happens in the same game tick, so it's hard to visualize, but this has to fire before this, or else it won't be reliable. I don't know exactly why in here it's reliable, whereas I've tried the same kind of arrangement elsewhere and it wasn't. So there's definitely some weird trickery, but in any doubt, I could always make a design where I just have this set on 3 redstone ticks. Except that I want to avoid that as much as I can, because, well, if I set this on 3 redstone ticks, it slows things down because these pistons are going to stay extended for longer, which makes this side wait longer before it can push some basalt in. I can activate this thing for you to see. It works on a 30 game tick clock now, which is pretty damn fast. This is how fast we're talking right now. And if you think that this is fast, imagine that it can run on a 26 game tick clock in the Nether. That is, if you can use water in the Nether, because, well, there's water. And it has to use water because here the water shields the piston in case of a jam. And the reason that it can work faster in the Nether is because, well, lava flows faster in the Nether. So like I've said earlier, these pistons, it's better if I can just short pulse them like this, and not short pulse them again to get back the pistons, because then I can just push in the basalt and it pushes the pistons at the same time, and it's also more lag friendly. Yeah. So yeah, but I'm not really happy with this thing, because I think I'm gonna have to make a drop shoot over here on the side, like on this design, for example. to get rid of the bridge if it jams. So if I run this module, for example, you'll see that it's going to drop, it's going to have the bridges extend, just as you would normally expect, but it also sends TNT on the drop chute over there every now and then. So in case that there's a jam, like this, I kind of need this to be a bigger jam. Maybe if I let the TNT go, yeah. So you'll see that it just removes some basalt over there. And if I have this mirrored on one side and the other, which I'm going to show you in a few seconds. Wait, I didn't add it on this design. But if I add the drop chute, like on this block, for example, and on this block, having the bridges explode here and here is going to create enough space to unjam the modules by themselves. So it would be beneficial if I could make a module like this one with the drop chute over there. But by default, it doesn't really handle that. Or does it? You know what? It can handle it. I would just make the hole over here. And, you know, I have the space over there filled. Anyways, there's that. And another major issue that there is with a design like this is that basically, whenever I have a bridge over there, there can be trees that generate and that are just going to generate blocks over here, let's say. But then it can happen that they're going to break, to jam at the bottom. And so the TNT is going to explode at the bottom. Wait, does it make sense? I think I'm stupid and it's actually the opposite. Okay. There can be some circumstances in which the TNT is going to basically be here, for example. And this is going to jam, if I remember correctly. I don't remember the exact specific scenario. It's been months that I haven't worked on this project. And that TNT would just fall straight down over here and it would end up here. Now, it doesn't do any damage to any blocks because it's in water, so it doesn't blow up anything around. So I guess it's good, even if it's bad that it doesn't blow up the trees, because anyways, the next cycle is going to blow up the trees anyways. After that, it unjams, because it's going to unjam. It's going to jam, so it needs to be unjammed after AT&T falls there. But the big issue with that is that, well, let's just take a look. If you have a minecart over there, and then you drop a TNT, the TNT is going to kill the minecart. And so that means that I have to basically have a separate filter that's going to filter out the minecart hoppers, which is going to be pretty annoying, because instead of having to only filter out the stems and the shroom lights that the farm does, I'm gonna have to filter out everything that the minecart hoppers bring to the farm. And at the end, I'm just going to end up with the minecart hoppers. But I still have to make a filter for everything. So basalt, stems, shroom lights, ward blocks, and if I choose to have all of this vegetation go within the same collection system, I have to make a collection system that I have to make filters, sorry, for all of the vegetation as well, which is going to be just super annoying because it takes space and creates unnecessarily lag. And it makes also the channel for the items to flow through longer. And if the channel is longer, the items stay in the world longer, so it creates more lag. Basically, it's hell. But apart from that, I think I've pretty much summed up everything that I had to sum up for the progression of the next world record nether tree farm. So the core is done. That part is okay. I just need to work on the BlackBerry 16T modules and go through the hell of making all of the filters for the cart eating station and all of that stuff. I guess it would be easy to do, but it's more of a grinding task, and I don't feel like grinding that right now. Instead, I'm doing some storage tech because I don't know, it's just relaxing. It's simple. I don't know. Yeah, that will be it for today. So thanks for tuning in to the progress update, and thanks for watching. Bye.